Hello. Okay, so today's video is going to be about platinum blonde hair and how to achieve platinum blonde hair. But before I get in the video and before I start, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I have doubled in subscribers just in a week. So I want to say thank you to everybody, and thank you for everybody who's commenting and thumbs upping and sharing and enjoying my videos. That is amazing and awesome and rocks and inspires me just to do more and more and more. On that same note, I love to hear what you guys want me to record and talk about, because it helps me connect with you more and it helps me be able to focus my channel on really what you guys want to hear about. I could ramble on and on and on, as you've probably noticed in my other videos, all day long about all sorts of beauty things and things in life in general, unless I have a focus. So sometimes brainstorming and getting a focus is what takes me the most time, more than actually filming a video itself, and then editing. It takes a lot of time, but I love to hear what you guys have to say. So with that being said, this is a very highly requested topic, video, question. I get this question more than anything else in my entire life from the moment that I went platinum blonde, which was 11 years ago. So when I started the journey into platinum, I was a makeup artist at Nordstrom, and I was running the prescriptives counter as the business manager, and I wanted kind of a different look. So I went from having just sort of highlights and having just a basic blonde, pretty honey blonde with a little bit of platinum mixed in, to full platinum, and cut my hair totally short. It had been a little bit longer, and I just cut it all off. I made the big bang. So it was a big investment. It cost me probably $375 to $400 with the tip. But I saved for it and saved for it because I knew I wanted to do it. I also was 24 at the time, and I didn't have kids. I wasn't married. My husband and I were dating, but we hadn't bought our house at that point yet. So we were able to kind of splurge. So I just said, forget it. So I did it. So first and foremost, it is a little bit expensive if you are going to use a hairdresser, which I do recommend always using a hairdresser for being platinum blonde. But if you know somebody like I do, then it's a great advantage. So when I first wanted to be platinum blonde, I was about 5, and I would walk around my house saying, Mom, I want to be platinum blonde. Mom, we're going to be platinum blonde. Mom, I want to wear red lipstick. And I think she was totally confused. She doesn't wear makeup. She's very natural. I think that she really thought that I wasn't going to end up being a makeup artist. I think that she thought that I might be something else. But I convinced her over the years that I wanted to be blonder. So she did give me highlights when I was about 15 or 16, and still told me, you can't be platinum blonde yet. It's too much money. It's too much of a commitment. You're 15 years old. There's no way that you can maintain platinum blonde. I didn't understand fully what she meant, and I don't think that I really did until I became platinum blonde. So that's kind of what this video is, as well as telling you how I get this color, is explain to you a little bit about the maintenance. So I get my roots dyed every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how fast my hair is growing and the time of year. During the winter time, my hair grows a little bit slower, so I tend to get it bleached every 6 weeks. During the summer, it grows faster due to the heat and the circulation and all that, and so I get it done about every 4 weeks. My hairdresser is a good friend of mine. She has been my hairdresser for 12 years, and she thankfully comes to my home and does my hair. I went to her in the salon for over 8 years, and she had told me at one point, when you have a baby, I know you're getting married, when you have a child, if you can't come in and get your hair bleached, I'll totally come to the house. Don't worry about it. You know, we're friends. So I was like blown away. So that's what she does. Thank goodness. I still pay her, but she comes to my house, which is great because I don't have to trek out, and I have a 4-year-old, so that's really nice. So she comes to my house once every month to every 6 weeks, and she bleaches my hair. And what I do before she comes to the house is I make sure that the day that she's going to bleach my hair, I haven't washed my hair for at least 3 to 6 days. That makes sure there's enough oils in the scalp that it gives it a little bit of a barrier so that your scalp is not getting full bleach right away for the full time that it's going to be sitting on your head and burning up your scalp. You do not want to put this on fresh, cleaned, 1 day, 2 day old hair. You will burn. Your scalp will hurt. It will blister. You may bleed, and you're never going to want to bleach your hair again. So that's number one. The second thing that I always do is I take argan oil or coconut oil and I saturate my hair from here down, all of my hair. I really get lots and lots of oil in it. And then I put a little bit just into the roots and into the back just to kind of give it another little buffer and a barrier. And then I comb that all the way through. Now, she knows that I do this. She's totally fine with it. You may want to tell your hairdresser I put oil all through my hair, because they may look at your hair and think that you're a greasy hair from just being really, really not washing it for a long time. But really, you want to let them know. My hairdresser doesn't care. She's whatever, no big deal. She's got gloves on anyways when she puts on the bleach. But what that does is it protects the ends of your hair. So the one thing about bleach is that it's not as damaging as you would think, because you're not putting color on your hair every 6 weeks or every 3 months, depending on how long you can go if you do highlights. When I was doing highlights, they would pull a section out and they would paint it on and they would let it sit, put a foil on it, let it sit, wash it out, and every 3 months I'm going in and they're painting that entire section over again. So that's breaking off the hairs at the bottom. With the bleach, it's not as damaging to the base of the hair, because we're just going to go on the roots and then we're going to wash that out. So when we're washing it out, it does hit the bottom and it can have a tendency to break little split ends and damaged hair if it's already weak. So I like to just put some oil in there just to ensure that it gets the least damage done to it as possible, since we are doing this every 4 to 6 weeks. So this is what it looks like when she puts the bleach on. Enjoy this clip and enjoy a little cameo from my son. Okay, so now you've seen the clip of how she applies it to my roots and all the way around my head. And then you saw where she had it all in my hair and the rest of my hair is just sticking out, the finished product, before I wash it out. So after she puts that in, she sets the timer for 45 minutes and I go about my business for 45 minutes. She goes home and I either cook dinner, I fold laundry, I do laundry, I clean, I do whatever I need to do. I don't put a shower cap on my hair and I don't put heat on my hair. I just let it go naturally, and that's why we go for 45 minutes. Sometimes I go for 50 minutes. I'll check it at 45 and see, and usually at 45 I run the shower and it takes about 5 minutes for me to get undressed, get in the shower, get at the right temperature, and get the bleach out of my hair. So that is how long it takes, 45 minutes for my hair to fully lift. Now, everybody's hair is different. Some people don't need as strong of a developer. Some people need a stronger developer. Some people need less time. Some people need more time. For my hair personally, I need a 40 developer mixed with bleach, and I need to go for 45 to 50 minutes. So I need the most time possible with the strongest mixture possible to get my hair to be this color. If your hair is naturally lighter, then you're not going to need that much. This is my natural hair color. I don't do anything to this, so you can see how dark this is. So to get from here to here takes a lot, but it has a lot of red in it too, so it likes to pull orange and get really brassy. So the one thing that I have found that works better than anything to fight brassiness is also from Schwarzkopf, which I don't think I said before. You saw it in the clip, but I should say it for you guys anyway, that Schwarzkopf is what we use to bleach my hair. So we use the Schwarzkopf Igora Blonde, and we use the Schwarzkopf 40 Developer as well. And we mix those. I don't know what her ratio is exactly. You'd have to figure out with your own hairdresser. I believe it's 1 to 1, but you'd have to figure out with your own hairdresser what works. But like I said, my hair does like to pull a little bit yellow and a little bit brassy. So the way to get the brassiness out and get it to be white and not buttery, if you don't want the buttery, sometimes I like the buttery. I went with the buttery for a while, just not the oaky. I don't like the oaky, just the buttery. Have you seen that commercial? Okay, so Schwarzkopf Igora Expert Mousse is what I use in the Pearl in order to get the brassy out. And this is really, really potent. So you can't leave it in for the recommended time, which is like 10 minutes. I literally leave it in for 30 seconds and rinse it out. I feel like it's better to leave it in for less time, rinse it out. Put it back in if you need to, rinse it out. Keep going, keep going, keep going until you get the desired white. Because for myself, I can't pull off the silver or the purple. I wish I could, but for me, those tones are too dull around against my really fair face. So I need something really, really bright. And so I need to let it go in just about 30 seconds, maybe even a minute, and then rinse it right out. It's a foam, and you just shake it up, put about a golf ball size amount in your hands, and rake it all the way through. A lot of times I'll start at the bottom, just depending on what's brassier is really where I like to start. So that's my secret ingredient. This is really the kicker. If you have hair right now that is ombre, or you have highlights in your hair, or you naturally just have some blonde streaks in your hair from the sunshine. I'm sorry if you live somewhere where it's been snowing a lot. I hate to say sunshine when you guys have a lot of snow, but if you do live somewhere like that, you can use a little bit of this and just run it through, and it'll brighten up those blonde spots. The other trick that I use is grape Kool-Aid. So when I can't find the mousse, I will mix a packet of grape Kool-Aid into half a cup of Suave conditioner and work that into my hair and let it sit for about 2 minutes. I freak out that it's going to dye my hair teal, even though I do this at least 5 times a year. I still panic that it's going to turn my hair like this color, because that's the color it is in the container. So I still rinse it out too early and have to redo it and keep doing it, and that's just how I am. So it just depends on how you are and if you care. Now the other thing I should say though is if you do use this and you get a little bit of a purple tone, don't worry. It's a semi-permanent. It's gonna wash out. So I'm neurotic. I'll get in the shower, and if I've got some purple in there, I will literally co-wash like 3 times until it comes out, because I just am, like I said, I'm a little neurotic. So this is my secret ingredient. This is what really helps to keep my hair bright and keep my hair purple. I think that's about it when it comes to Platinum Blonde. I hope I answered a lot of your guys' questions, how long I leave it on, how much it costs, what the basic maintenance is, and how to take care of it. Other than the day that I take care of it, and I really put a lot of conditioner in it that day after I wash my mousse out, I like to deep condition it and put some oil in it, and sometimes let that sit overnight, just depending on what I'm doing the next day. But other than that, I don't use shampoo, and I just baby my hair. You guys can watch my hair tip video and see how I take care of my hair. But that's about it. So hopefully this answered some questions for you. And if you're wanting to go Platinum Blonde, then definitely, you know, thumbs up this video and comment below. Ask me any questions that you like. I'd love to answer any questions for you. And I will definitely pass on any questions that you might have for my hairdresser as well. And she can answer some questions through me for you guys as well. Okay? Subscribe, you guys, too. Please subscribe. I'm so glad that I've gotten so many new subscribers. Keep spreading the word and sharing the love. It's the big red button. Thumbs up.